You guys been doing what's this, your third session right now? Third session? Okay. Getting with the program, you guys deciding what you want to do with your careers and stuff? It's never too early to think about it. I mean, you guys are passionate about the newspaper game, about being in the media or being a journalist. Hands? Okay, we got like 5 or 6 people. That's good to know. Well, basically, what I do, I cover the city beat for the Examiner newspaper. Anything that happens in the city of Independence, I'm responsible for reporting to you guys. I love my job. I like what I do. It's a challenge. It's a daily challenge for me. I'm trying to get better as a reporter, better as a writer, better as a news source. I want to be a reliable news source for you guys. So when you guys do pick up the paper, I'm going to ask that question as well. She's more with the internet. I'm more with the, the broad, old school broadsheet. How many of you guys actually read the newspaper? Okay, all right. How many of you guys actually read the Examiner newspaper? Okay, good. That's good to know. That's good to know. We have readers. So.
That's my favorite class so far. We got a lot more hands.
Yeah, no doubt. That's good to know. And they've been talking about the newspaper as a dying breed, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I just believe we're evolving, and we're using our website to keep our readers, because we don't want to lose readers. We don't want to lose circulation. We want to keep our paper, but we've had to make cutbacks because of the economy. People are not advertising like they used to, and that's why the newspaper is 50 cents, 75 cents, whatever the newspaper is. There's not a lot of money when you sell a newspaper for 50, 75 cents. Our revenue comes, and how we sustain ourselves is from advertising. And if the economy's bad and people are cutting their marketing budgets back, then that means they're not advertising as much. So that affects us and our bottom line. So we had to cut back our monthly paper. As a reporter, I don't like that, but I'm just a reporter, so I don't have to say so on that. I just got to adjust. And I've been adjusting by using the things that are relevant to the internet, which is my video camera. Not my video camera, but our video camera. I have a digital camera. I also have a digital recorder. And I use that to, better myself as a writer, because I don't want to be left behind the curve. I'm adapting with the times as well.
A larger story than normal, and we think it's important, we can fit it in. We can add newsprint, we can add pages. Same thing with the internet. You can add as much as you want. It's a definite advantage, and what it does is it gives us a credibility advantage. We tell the whole story, and that's why newspapers, in this day and age, even, still are held as the highest credible source for news, because we do all the research, we do all the homework. It's not just a soundbite, and that makes a huge difference when we want to know the whole story. And so to answer the question, just like Toriano did, they can write it as long as they want, and if we need to cut space, we will, but usually we'll let them go.
People like that hard copy. It's not, like I said, this is my job. I love my job. It's internet. You can't beat it for information. But it still is not as much fun to print out that picture and that article off the internet and put it in a scrapbook as it is to rip that page out of the newspaper with the headline and the Examiner at the top and all that and put that in a scrapbook. People still want to pull out that picture of their first birthday or their obituaries or their, that breaking news story or the sports story. You get your picture making that winning basket or touchdown or whatever. You're going to take that whole page and you're going to keep it. And I think newspapers will always stay valid because of that.
To answer your question about who they decide to write about, a lot of times what you'll see in sports is they'll go cover a game. And they might go cover the Truman game, and Zach Large might shoot 8 3-pointers, and they might see a story there. So they'll pull him aside, and they might do a feature story on Zach Large and say, okay, this kid's a freshman, he goes to Truman, he's really talented, how did he get that way? So a lot of times they'll see a story within a story, and they'll cover the game, but then they'll do what's called a sidebar or a separate human interest story because it's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's what makes sports sort of fun. You learn about the kid, you learn about how they got good. It's either a tennis player, or I'm sure that's tennis on it. Yeah. And that's what makes it interesting. Is we want to know how you got started, what you did. And they just randomly choose, to be honest, or they might get a call from the coach and say, hey, this kid's really interesting, we should write a story about it.
Okay, cool. What's the most difficult thing about being a journalist?
Mr. Meyer asked a similar question. He asked me what's the most difficult part, and basically covering tragedy for me. Talking to someone who's lost a loved one, and trying to get them to talk about their loved one, that's gut-wrenching for me, you know what I'm saying? It's emotional thing, but as a professional journalist, I have to take my emotions out of the equation and just try to do my job. So for me, that's one of the most, that is the worst part of my job.
What's the best thing?
The best thing about my job, man, I love chasing the news. So basically, the best thing for me is writing the news, recounting a story. You know what I'm saying? But just being out in the community, meeting people, even doing this. This is like my first time being at a career day. No, second time. And I like getting out in the community. I like talking to people. I like meeting people. I've met so many people. I've been here over a year and a half, or a year now, and I've met so many people. You know what I mean? It's about connecting with people. So that's probably the best part.